Hey, songwriter, welcome back to At-Home Songwriting. My name is Chad Shank, and I'm glad you're joining me today. Today, the video is about step number 5 in writing a song that hits harder and connects with more people. So we've already gone through steps 1 through 4. This is going to be step 5. Today, we're talking about your chorus. The chorus is the emotional headline of your song. You've probably heard me say this before if you've been on the channel or been in any of my workshops, but the chorus is where the emotion lives. It's the emotional headline. This is where it basically states what everything means, and it names a specific feeling very clearly, and it leaves no confusion about what the song is about. So we've talked about your verses. Now we're talking about that emotional headline in your chorus. So a great chorus is really about one thing, one emotion, one idea. There's no subplots and there's no extra explanations. So this is something that I think a lot of newer songwriters get wrong because we try to put too much into our songs and we try to overcomplicate and make our songs overly clever. But your chorus is really about one thing. And if you listen to hit songs, there's really one message. It's about one thing, one idea, no subplot, no extra explanations. And repetition in your chorus is not a bad thing. Repetition is actually the point of the chorus. Your hook line should appear multiple times in your chorus. So we know without a doubt, this is my point. This is my hook. This is my title. That repetition not only drives the point home, but it also creates familiarity. And familiarity creates that impact that all of us writers are after. So don't be afraid of repetition and repeating your hook. If you have a strong hook, repeat it. And in your choruses, a lot of times I see a lot of newer writers writing different choruses every time the chorus comes around, and it really kills the momentum in their songs. So if you're gonna change anything in your chorus, which I am of the school of thought that each chorus should stay the same thing, it's the verse's job to make it mean something different, right? But if you're going to vary your chorus, use only small variations. Don't bring in new ideas. Only change the words slightly. Keep the meaning the same and let the rhythm and the phrasing do the work, right? So only small variations. Don't change your chorus because once you start changing it, it's not a chorus anymore. And I want you to think in spell or chant, not paragraph, when you're thinking of a chorus. So what do I mean by spell? Think of in all the movies, all the witches or the wizards, they use short, strong phrases, simple language, and choruses are designed to be sung back in a group of people. The whole concept of a chorus is singing together. So keep it simple, keep it short, keep it strong, and help us sing it back. If your chorus is too complicated, it's not going to hit. So think spell, not paragraph. And the chorus must work on its own. So if someone only hears your chorus, the emotion is clear even without the verses. You can understand what's being said after the first listen, and it is emotionally complete. The chorus itself is the central piece of your song. It's what everything else points to. And if it's not working on its own, that means that it may not be a strong enough idea to be your hook. And you might have to take a look at what is your main idea? What is your main focus? And as we talked about in previous steps on this channel, finding that hook and finding that one sentence that your song is about becomes so important when you're thinking about the chorus, because that's the key to making your chorus work on its own. And simple language travels farther than anything clever. So plain spoken words, don't write poetic fog. Make your choruses easy to remember. Your listeners do not want something clever. They don't want to learn about your vocabulary and how you use fancy words. They want to see themselves in what you are saying. And the way that you get there is by being simple and specific. So, simple language, say it like you mean it, and keep it simple. That will go a lot further in your chorus. So, again, plain spoken, not poetry, not poetic fog, poetic crap, easy to remember, not vague. And the chorus, already said this, but want to repeat it. The chorus is not the place to get clever. Clarity is always going to beat originality, and direct is going to beat impressive, and confidence in what you are saying beats complexity. So again, your listener is not wanting to see how great you are in using big words or saying things in a complicated way. What your listener's really looking for is to turn on your song and disappear for 3 minutes, right? They want to feel something. They don't want to think about it. They want to feel about it. I'll say that again. Your listener does not want to think about your song. They don't want to figure it out. They don't want to interpret it. I hear a lot of songwriters say that I want to write this so vague because then people can put themselves in the song. And I'm here to tell you that does the exact opposite. Because if people don't see what's happening and they don't have the clarity, they cannot put themselves into the picture. So take a screenshot of this screen, because all of these tips will help your songwriting so much. Clarity over originality, direct instead of impressive, confident instead of complex. And I know some of you are going to push back on this, but until you accept this, I think you're going to be spinning your wheels in your songwriting. And I say this because it took me a long, long time to get this. And now that I get it, I feel like my songs have made huge leaps in connecting, and I feel more confident as a writer. And here's the thing about your chorus. Don't move on in the steps until you feel like the chorus is inevitable. And what I mean by this is when you take into consideration what your verses are saying, what your pre-choruses are saying, and what the chorus is doing, don't continue the song until it feels like everything leads to that point. Ask yourself, is this the right emotional payoff? Does this emotion feel earned? And rewrite it until it lands and it feels like the only place this song can go. Because if there's any sort of confusion, or if there's anything that feels like loose ends, that means there's probably time, or there's probably some effort that you need to put into determining, is it your hook or is it how you're leading to that hook? So does it feel like this chorus is the natural place for the song to go? So simple ideas, simple concepts, and that is step 5 in this 9-step process. In the next video, we're going to talk about step 6, but I hope that you like and subscribe to this channel, At Home Songwriting, and I will see you in the next video.